fractions. Okay, what does it mean when something is equivalent?
Equal.
Equal. It's equal to. So if we're looking for equivalent fractions, we're looking for fractions that can reduce down to the same thing, okay? Or can like multiply to get to the same thing. So they're equal, okay? So like 1/2 and 3/6 are equivalent fractions, right? 1/2, 3/6 is still the same thing. It's still 50% both of them, correct? Okay? So when we're talking today about equivalent fractions, we just have to do a little bit of math to get to equivalent fractions. Not hard. If I want to write two equivalent fractions to 8/12, what could I possibly write?
4/6. 4/6.
4/6
2/3.
and 2/3. Good. Because if I reduced 8/12 all the way down, okay, what goes into 8 and into 12?
4.
4. And so 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3.
3.
So 2/3 is an equivalent fraction. And then you also said what else?
4/6.
4/6. Or I could have said something like, let's multiply both of these by 2 and get 16/24.
Yeah.
Okay? So you can do a lot of different answers. Does that mean on your homework your answers are always going to be the same?
No.
No. It's going to say things like answers may vary. Okay? So you just have to make sure that in their simplest form they reduce down to the same thing. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
So equivalent fractions means when these are in their simplest form, they should all say 2/3. Okay? So when we are coming up with equivalent fractions, we're going to do that today. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to take fractions and put them into their simplest form. The simplest form is very easy. It means that I'm taking the numerator and the denominator and I'm getting them to relatively prime numbers. What's a relatively prime number? Matthew, you remember?
It's when the number is only, it can only be multiplied by 1 in itself.
Well, that's a prime number.
Oh.
What was relatively prime?
Oh, wait.
Yes?
The only number that the two numbers have in common is 1.
Right, their greatest common
Oh,
factor is 1
That's what
between
I
the two
meant.
numbers.
Yeah. That's
So we're going to
fine.
break it down so that they're in relatively prime, meaning the top and bottom's greatest common factor would be 1. Okay? So how can I break 12/30ths into simplest form? What goes into 12 and into 30?
3.
Okay, let's start there. 12 and 30. If I divide both by 3, right?
Yeah.
What's 12 divided by 3?
4.
And what's 30 divided by 3?
10.
Oh, can that be broken down further?
Yes.
Into by what?
2.
2. Okay, so let's divide by 2's now. If I divide by 2's, what's 4 divided by 2?
2.
And what's 10 divided by 2?
5.
Are those
2
relatively prime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the greatest common factor between 2 and 5?
1.
1. So they're relatively prime. And they happen to both be prime numbers as well. Ironically. Okay, but I could have just jumped ahead and divided 12 over 30 by what number? What else goes into 12 and 30?
Wait, 6.
6. So here's the deal. If you take the greatest common factor between both of them, you have 1 step instead of 2. So if you know, hey, 6 is the greatest common factor between 12 and 30, then I can just divide by 6 in the first place and get it down to 2/5. Or you can take it individually, okay? It's how you see it. We're going to get good with numbers. We're going to start being able to quote those math facts super quick. Yeah, Bree, you're excited. I know.
I'm excited.
I know. I was gonna say
Okay, now, let's talk about this. Okay. There are 48, is that word contiguous? Contiguous?
Contiguous.
Contiguous.
48
Contagious states.
Contiguous.
Contiguous. Contiguous. Okay, there are 48 contiguous states. Do you know what contiguous means?
No.
Okay, it means that there are 48 states that touch, right?
Yeah.
What are our 2 states that don't touch?
Hawaii and Alaska. Alaska.
And Alaska.
Hey, wait, I actually
She said
said
that, right? She said Mexico.
What?
Okay, so they're telling us there are 48 contiguous. I can't say that word.
Contiguous.
States in the U.S. Of the 48 contiguous states, 21 are coastal states. These states border the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Gulf of Mexico. Write the fraction in simplest form of the contiguous states that are coastal. So how do I write that?
Wait, where did I?
Oh, you mean
21 over 48.
That's
That's what I think.
Yeah, because I wanna know coastal to the states that touch, so 21 over 48, but what does it say it has to be in?
Simplest
Simplest form. What goes into 21 and into 48? What's the greatest common factor? Before we answer, stop. Before you shout out random answers, think. What is the greatest common factor between those two?
3.
Does 7 go into 21?
Yes.
Does 7 go into 48?
No. What about 3?
No.
3 goes into 21?
Yeah.
Does 3 go into 48?
Yes. Yes.
It does.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because 3 into 4 is 1. Okay, so 3. Greatest common factor is 3, so we're going to divide by 3 over 3. What's 21 divided by 3?
7 over 16.
Okay, can I take those down any further?
No.
What are they considered in? What form now?
Simplet.
Yes.
Relatively prime.
Simplest and relatively prime. They're in both forms. So, out of the states that touch, 7 over 16, 7/16 of them are on the water.
Okay.
That's a pretty high fraction, right? It's over
Yeah.
50, a little less than 50%.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right? So basically, you could like a little under 50% of the time, Americans live in a state that's on the water.
But
Yeah,
we
we
live
don't.
in the most boring state there.
No, we
That
don't.
is
We
so
live in the
true.
Midwest state.
I know, no,
I
I
know.
meant Midwest or
Kansas is
boring.
pretty darn
I would
boring.
rather live in Kansas.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Now,
No,
so
I
bad.
haven't.
This
itself is not boring.
this last part is where you're going to struggle the most, so let's talk.
Let's talk.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
When I have numbers and when I have variables together. Monomials. Yes?
Monomials.
Okay? I want to write these in simplest form. Here's what I suggest. Look at the numbers first. Okay? So focus on this. Can I reduce 10 over 15?
Yes.
Okay, Matthew, wait. What can I reduce? Caleb and Carter. I need you to focus here.
Me.
What can I reduce
Me.
10 over 15 to?
5.
You can divide both by 5.
Yeah.
2 and 3.
So,
Ma'am.
Sorry. I
so
didn't
5.
mean
So 5. So that's going to reduce down to 2 over 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there an X on bottom here?
No.
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 So the X has to stay. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2X up top. Okay. Now, are there Y's on top and bottom?
Yes.
Which one is larger?
Two Y or
So-
Y squared.
Y squared. So how many Y's and where is it going to stay?
Just a regular Y.
And where?
The bottom.
The bottom.
Oh.
So when you write this in simplest form, I have 2x over 3y.
Why
I
do you leave it on
reduced
the
it down.
bottom?
Because listen, this y up here, if there's one here, I can cancel that out and cancel it with that 2, and there's only one left on the bottom.
So you
Okay, just
cancel.
like these reduce down to 2 and 5, yes?
Uh-huh.
Or 2 and 3, I mean.
And you leave the X because there's no other X.
Right, I can't reduce it.
Okay.
Okay? Now 21 and 11, what can I do with those?
Me.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, would you have like flip it? Because
Wait,
you can't.
2.
How would you flip it?
No flipping.
Wait, hold on. 21.
No flipping, we're just reducing.
There's nothing can go into 11 that can go into 21.
Isn't it 11?
No?
What's 11 times 2?
22.
22.
That's too much.
Is there anything that can go into 11 and 21?
I mean, you'd have to raise
What?
it up high.
iceberg.
I'm sorry. Just be wolves and
Like,
you're in
I'm
there.
sorry.
So what did you say? Is there anything that can go into 21 or into 11 besides 1?
No.
No, so it stays. 21 stays.
Do you
11
change the other
stays.
one? Do you change the A and
It's A
Wait.
Q.
How many A's are here?
3?
How many are
That's
here?
1.
Q.
So it's only A squared at the top.
So it's only A squared at the top because I reduce it down and take away 1 from the top. So you get this, 21A squared
But
over
why don't you
11.
flip it? Like, why don't you change it? 'Cause
Time out. I don't know what you're asking me when you say, why don't you flip it? What do you mean by
the
that?
21's over the 11 is bigger.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because all we're doing is taking what they have and putting it in simplest form. Gabby, why are you facing backwards?
I'm writing my name on it.
No, don't need to right now. Face this way. Okay, let's try one more. Or maybe 2 more. Let's try this. Let me erase these over here. Okay, let's try this. 6b, okay, 6b over 24b squared. Okay, start with the numbers, 6 and 24. What's the greatest common factor between the two of those?
4.
3.
12.
Six. Caitlin's correct, it's 6.
Sorry.
Because 6 goes into 24, right? So if I divide this by 6, what do you get? 1. If I divide 24 by 6, what do you get?
4.
So I'm going to end up having 1 over 4 over here, yes?
1/4.
How many b's are here?
1.
How many here?
2.
2. So this cancels and it leaves me with a